The year was 1986, a time of big dreams and even bigger ambitions. Cleveland, Ohio, was preparing for a spectacle that would capture the imagination of the entire nation. A festival unlike any other. They called it Balloonfest, a name that would soon be etched in history. The idea was simple, yet ambitious, aiming to create a visual spectacle that would be remembered for years. Release over 1 million balloons into the sky, creating a breathtaking display of color and joy. A breathtaking display of joy and celebration. The goal was twofold, aiming to achieve something extraordinary. First, to break the world record for the largest simultaneous balloon launch, a record held by Disneyland. A record held by Disneyland, a place synonymous with magic and wonder. Second, to boost the city's image, showing the world that Cleveland was a city on the rise. To show the world that Cleveland was a city on the rise, full of potential and community spirit. The organizers, United Way, envisioned a beautiful spectacle, a symbol of hope and community, a symbol of hope and community, bringing people together in a shared moment of joy. Little did they know their dream would soon turn into a nightmare. A stark reminder of the power of nature, a stark reminder of the power of nature and the unforeseen consequences of such grand plans, and the importance of careful planning, as the aftermath left a lasting impact on the city and its people. Excitement filled the air as September 27th approached. The city was buzzing with anticipation. The day of the big launch, a day that promised to be unforgettable. Over 1.5 million balloons, a rainbow of colors, filled massive bags. Volunteers worked tirelessly, their excitement palpable, ready to paint the sky with a spectacular display. However, the weather had other plans. Dark clouds began to gather, casting a shadow over the festivities. A storm raged the night before, bringing heavy rain and fierce winds. 2 fishermen went missing on Lake Erie, adding to the growing sense of dread. The Coast Guard launched a search operation, battling the elements to find them. Despite the ominous start, organizers decided to proceed. They were determined to make the event a success. The show, they felt, must go on, no matter the challenges. The launch was scheduled for midday, a moment everyone had been waiting for. The wind, though, was picking up, making everyone increasingly anxious. A sense of unease settled over the crowd, but the countdown began, and there was no turning back. And with it, a chain of events that would forever be etched in Cleveland's memory, a day that started with hope, but ended in chaos. With a cheer, the balloons were released. A kaleidoscope of color ascended into the cloudy sky. A cheer erupted from the crowd, but the wind had other plans. It shifted suddenly. Instead of drifting out over Lake Erie, the balloons were pushed back towards the city. The wind and rain intensified. The balloons, once symbols of joy, became projectiles. They descended upon Cleveland. The city was plunged into chaos. Burke Lakefront Airport was forced to close. Runways were littered with balloons. Traffic came to a standstill as balloons obstructed roads, and the Coast Guard's rescue efforts were severely hampered. The aftermath of Balloonfest was sobering. What was meant to be a joyous celebration turned into a scene of chaos and regret. The city was covered in a colorful mess. Balloons, once symbols of joy, now lay scattered, creating a surreal and somber landscape. The cost of the damage, both physical and reputational, was immense. Businesses and homes were affected, and the cleanup efforts were extensive. The event, intended to uplift Cleveland, became a national joke. News outlets across the country covered the disaster, turning it into a cautionary tale. Tragically, the missing fishermen were found dead. The balloons had hampered search efforts, leading to a heartbreaking conclusion. Their bodies washed ashore days later, a grim reminder of the unintended consequences of the event. The joy of Balloonfest was replaced with a deep sense of regret and a profound sadness that lingered in the hearts of many. The event became a cautionary tale. A lesson in the importance of foresight and planning, a stark reminder of the unpredictable nature of our planet. Weather conditions can change rapidly, and we must always be prepared, and the importance of respecting its power. Nature's forces are beyond our control and demand our respect. The Guinness Book of World Records even discontinued the category for mass balloon releases. The risks were simply too great. Cleveland's Balloonfest, a dream of flight, ended in a tragic fall. What started as a hopeful event ended in sorrow, a poignant reminder that even with the best intentions, we must always proceed with caution. Every action has consequences, and respect the forces of nature. Only then can we hope to avoid such tragedies in the future.